Good morning, interns. So sorry I can't be with you this morning, but wanted to give you a quick tip to achieving a successful internship and also demonstrating intern leadership this semester. So one of our goals for your internships are to enhance your motivation, your satisfaction, and your performance. And in fact, one definition for successful performance is motivation plus your ability equals performance. Now, this is really how this applies to achieving your individual goals. And as everyone knows, society is very focused on individual achievement. But we also want you to think about the goals and contributions both to group and organizational goals. And this will really help us with the IE part of the SMARTY goals, which will allow us to incorporate inclusive and equitable aspects to our goal setting. There's a quote that I think really helps bring this into focus, which is from one of my favorite books of all time, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." I just thought this really epitomizes the problem that we often have in meeting goals. Everyone who ever goes to the Olympics has the exact same goal to win in their event, but it's the people who develop the best systems in their training and in their performance that end up achieving those goals. So it's not so much the goals themselves as the systems that will help you achieve those. This is one reason why we really are encouraging you to create a strong organizational structure or a system for your project or program area, because that system will make your work more clear and orderly. Now, I want to emphasize that the outline that we gave you in Google Drive, these little 7 folders from administration to deliverables, this is just to get you thinking about how useful organizational structures are. We want you to really use your creativity to do this in the way that's most useful for your project. And I'll give you an example. Berkeley really made the organization of his folders his own, and you can see here he's got 5 folders with his own names for them. So it's not about being rigid and following one type of system, but it's about utilizing a system to not only make your project flow for yourself, but really make it clear to people who are going to follow in your footsteps and that are going to inherit your program. Now, in the deliverables, I put this little guy, smiling guy with a thumbprint next to all the people who are already using at least 4 of their 7 folders, or sorted their prior semester's work, or did like Berkeley did. They just created their own system that really works for them. So there's really some great examples there. If you're struggling with getting started with your own system, this would be great for you to take a look at some of the others. I do want to ask a quick question. How many of you feel like you have inherited a strong organizational structure to your project? Last semester, we had quite a few interns say that it took them a good portion of the semester just to figure out what was useful in their folders and to really get caught up with the project. And obviously that creates delays and inefficiencies if we're not able to clearly make everything that's been done for a project clear to people who are going to pick up those projects and carry them forward. Just to give you one example, you can look through some of the great examples with those smiley faces, but in the deliverable folder examples under administration, I just gave you one example of what can go in the folders under something like administration, because some of you may be struggling with, what am I supposed to put in these folders? And the example I gave is just a quick new project that I started called Guide to UGA Bikes. And you'll see that just started a few simple headings: contacts, key websites, conversations that I've had with people on this topic, some of the research notes and things like that that help build a programmatic understanding and that I can reference and also then share with others. So that's all I wanted to go over quickly today. Up next, over the next 2 weeks, we're going to hone your goals and objectives using the SMARTY goals. Many of you are already doing an excellent job on that, and we'll simply be putting the goals and objectives you have already into a shared folder under the deliverables. And in the week following that, you'll use the SMARTY approach to kind of refine those. So hope you'll have a great meeting today and look forward to catching up with everybody next week.